Today's top story: assassination attempt at Trump rally. Saturday, 13th, 2024. Today is now Sunday, July 14th, 2024, 12:19 a.m. Here's what I'm talking about back on August 10th, 2019. This is about a Trump assassination. This is getting you ready for Trump's, attempted assassination.
Historic and tragic day in our country. An assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania. Assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. Assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump at a campaign rally in Pennsylvania. We're continuing to monitor the ABC News special report, and if there are any developments during this newscast, we'll bring them to you right away.
Listen to him first, right? And then there's, where there's two or more planted YouTube agents.
You're about to watch the moment as the chaos unfolded as gunshots erupted.
Take a look at what happened.
Pennsylvania.
Secret Service swarmed Trump within seconds of those first few shots. He emerged from the scrum bloodied and gave a fist pump to his supporters as he was whisked away. The shooter, a man, is dead, along with a spectator, and in the last 30 minutes, we've learned two other people who were injured at that rally are in a Pennsylvania hospital in critical condition.
Well, let's hope that that's what happens in this country from here forward. The country definitely needs a moment of healing as we work closer and closer to Election Day. Stephen, thank you again. Let's go back to Rachel Scott. I believe that she's still there in Pennsylvania. She was at this event, and Rachel, you've been speaking with witnesses, and who are you with right now?
Yeah, I'm with a woman named Aaron. You were in the very first row in the middle seat.
Where's Moses?
What did you see? What did you witness? I was in the first row, and I was in the middle. I was directly in front of President Trump. So I saw him come on the stage.
So you're the one that shot him?
And it was maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. Everybody, all the photographers saw him come in. They all cleared away. He started speaking, and then we heard pound, pound, pop, pop, pop. In everybody's mind, it was like 4th of July. Somebody must have been still doing firecrackers. Then I saw
because that's what it really was.
Jump up and immediately push him to the ground. Then the news people that were around him, they all fell to the ground. There was 4 of them down there, and then we all stood up. None of us moved. We wanted to protect President Trump. Sorry, helicopters landing.
See how it showed your fire and then a firing shot?
They came on and they said, okay, clear right, clear left. We all stood up. None of us moved. We wanted to...
You're fired. Look, right there. Fired shots. I wonder if it was Epstein that he fired. Or I think that's his name, right?
Us moved. We wanted to protect President Trump. Sorry, helicopters landing. Then I saw the gentlemen who wear the guns in the black. They came on and they said, okay, clear right, clear left. On 3, we're going to lift them. So they lifted President Trump up, and he said, I got to get my shoes. His shoes must have fallen off when they pushed him down. I saw the red blood on his right cheek. Then when he turned, I'm just going to have the camera turn really quickly because we are seeing a helicopter landing. For everyone that is watching at home, this is obviously still an active
shot in the ear.
Where we are all standing right now. We are just yards away from where this rally was taking place. We're seeing a helicopter touchdown. We've obviously seen more and more police presence in the last hour following these events that occurred. And there are still supporters that are still trying to leave this area. You were one of them. There were hundreds of dances and a charming song.
But wait a minute. Something's wrong.
Everyone went down for how are you feeling? How are you processing this? Well, everybody in the first row, nobody went down to the ground. They all stood up. They wanted to protect the president. All we were concerned about was him. And then, kind of a secret service, when he got up and got into the vehicle, they told us to sit and stay seated because there was things going on. And from what I hear, there was possibly 2 shooters. There's a gentleman here that has a picture of one of the shooters that was rolled off of a building. And he was shot by the
Following the horror in
sharpshooters that were
Pennsylvania.
behind Trump.
South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster sharing on X, quote,
"The
the risks and forces President Trump is willing to face to serve his country are unbounded. He is the face of America's strength today. Peggy and I join millions of others praying for his safety and security and that of his family and our country." Senator Tim Scott sharing, quote, praying for President Trump and everyone at the rally in Pennsylvania. May God watch over them. Senator Lindsey Graham also taking to X, saying, quote, thank God President Trump seems to be okay. Just another reminder of the times in which we live. He went on to encourage prayers for the people involved. And former South Carolina Governor and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley is offering her support to the one-time GOP rival in the 2024 election cycle. Haley said, quote, this should horrify every freedom-loving American. Violence against presidential candidates must never be normalized. Earlier this week, Haley released all her convention delegates and urged them to support Donald Trump. South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson also supporting Mr. Trump on social media. He posted saying, quote, President Trump is in our thoughts and prayers. This cowardly act today is a very dark moment. We are at a crossroads in America and must do better.
So back before Donald Trump was rejected, I voted for him, me and my son, even though I knew he was going to lose initially from a wounded head. He will live. And then this is me putting my ballot in, and then it got rejected.
November 3rd, 2020.
Even though Trump will lose
initially, me and my sons vote for Donald Trump. Trump Pence. Here's what happened. 3 years ago, I said,
he will have a deadly wound that'll be healed by handling losing.
In Pennsylvania.
Deadly wound by losing initially in Pennsylvania, and then a deadly wound in Pennsylvania.
What we know right now, someone fired multiple shots during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, just outside of Pittsburgh.
It will be a tie. Thanks to me and Christian's vote today, Trump will come back after this deadly wound to the head is healed. To the head is healed. But also by handling losing. Not only will Donald Trump's deadly wound to the head be healed, but he's also going to handle the same type of a deadly wound and heal by losing, just like he did. But those mail-in ballots that were hidden with Trump's name on, the Gang Stalk Corporation and all that. Yeah, so anyway, the point is, Kamala Harris seems to be coming back into the picture. And Donald Trump will lose initially.
Secret Service agents rushed former President Donald Trump off stage after shots were fired, moments after he began speaking at a Saturday evening rally in Butler County, Pennsylvania. The Secret Service says a man attending the rally was killed. A doctor standing nearby tried to help him performing CPR.
The guy had spun around, was jammed between
literal coming back
Trump raised his fist
with the
as
deadly
he left the
wound.
stage. On his Truth Social
So when
site,
I'm
the
voting
former
for him,
president
I already know he's
said
going
he
to
was
lose.
shot by
I'm
a
just telling you
bullet
what the
that
script
pierced
is.
the upper part of his right
And
ear.
he's going to come back, which is what he's doing right now. After this deadly wound to the head is healed by handling losing, because he lost the presidency to Dodo Bird over there. And so now here's the physical wounded head. Wound to the head and does live.
So just picking up little bits of things. We're all in shock. because we never expected this. I mean, it's a beautiful rally, a beautiful night. I don't know. If no one's ever been to a Trump rally, it's very congenial. People look out for each other. It just seems like you don't see any fights and you don't see any animosity. You don't see too much. They're all pretty much focused on the president. And then with this to happen, it's just stressful. It's just sad. Very sad. Just as it up and got into the vehicle, they told us to sit and stay seated because there was things going on. And from what I hear, there was possibly 2 shooters. There's a gentleman here that has a picture of one of the shooters that was. There's a gentleman here that has a picture of one of the shooters that was. There's a gentleman here that has a picture of one of the shooters that was.
July 11th.
Oh no. Okay. All right. We got shots fired at the Trump rally. I've been talking to people.
Just give me one moment. I
People saying Trump got shot.
right here.
This dumb bitch says Trump got shot.
Government services comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into the worst president in the history of our country took over.
As soon as he talks about Biden,
probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something to say, take a look at what happened.
5 years ago, March 20th, 2019, I said, Trump gets shot.
You know, when he goes over to Israel,
which is Philly,
the 70th full year,
Mystery Israel,
and then somebody shoots him, but he does live.
So I've always called Philadelphia Mystery Israel because when you follow the map and you go right down to the very edge, right before the William Penn building, right down here, right before the William Penn building, Philadelphia. William Penn has a boner. Clearly. Israel is right here. So it's Mystery Israel, the first flag. That's why I call Philadelphia Mystery Israel. Where was Trump shot at? In Pennsylvania. Not sure exactly where Butler is, but Pennsylvania houses Mystery Israel in Butler,
Pennsylvania, with no traffic. Travel duration is 1 hour 46 minutes via I-476N, I-80W.
Looks like Trump's gonna get shot. I already said he's gonna get shot, according to the script. Looks like Trump's gonna get shot.
June 20th, 2019.
I already said he's gonna get shot, according to the script. It doesn't mesh with Trump, because he ain't having it, right?
July 3rd,
If he fires him,
2019.
yeah, that could possibly get him upset, and then they just lose their mind and just take the gun and shoot him, right? In his left ear, I think? Is that what it is? Trump gets shot near his left ear. Oh my God, look.
Great job. I definitely felt protected in the situation. The sniper was on it, watching on guard. Everyone on the scene did a great job. I mean, of course it was nerve-wracking in the moment, but I never felt like I was in danger.
I'm sorry, it wasn't the left ear.
Which I'm very thankful.
It was the right
He did
ear.
a great job protecting him and getting him out as quick as possible. He is doing good, which is good. Yeah.
I'm the Republican nominee for the Senate.
That's his left ear. That's his right ear. So I got the ears wrong.
Announced me.
There you go.
And came up on the stage and said, well, wait a minute. And then there were a number of shots. I think probably 7 or 8 shots.
Is that a mirror image? I mean, if you're looking at the mirror, if he's looking in the mirror, that's his left ear. But if you're looking at him regularly, that would be his right ear. So technically, what I was saying is in his left ear, he's gonna get shot.
If he fires him where he knows he's going to, that could possibly get him upset, and then it just lose their mind and just take a gun and shoot him. Right? And his left ear, Trump gets shot in his left ear. So he shoots him in his left ear. He doesn't die. Okay? Trump doesn't die. He comes July 3rd, by the way, 2019.
And then today is July 13th, 2024. So it's 10 days after the shooting. The season is, I'm in the right season. I got the wrong ear. You know, it's hit and miss, hot and cold, horseshoes.
It's like, look who shot Trump. Abraham Lincoln Memorial, where everything is pointing to the script of Trump getting shot. Attempted assassination of some sort. Shot. Attempted assassination of some sort.
This was back on December 10th, 2020, along with the serpent's head wound. This is what I'm saying about interpreting the script.
Is the wounded head. He had a dream about this. One of his dreams that he had, that he wanted you to interpret, is the wounded head. The wounded head. He had a dream about this wounded head. There was a statue around. He's like, no, just tell me what my dream was first, and then interpret it for me, and then I'll believe you that you know. The dream was all about that particular dream. One aspect of the dream, sir, Your Honor, King live forever. Your dream was about Donald Trump, your president, the one that's representing the third year of King Cyrus. And he's up there, and like say you get a wounded head, but it's not the wounded head that you think. It's actually a wounded head of the political system. He's going to get a wounded head because the head of the political party, which is Donald Trump, gets wounded by Joe Biden and the voting system. So before that happens, King, I would like to provide a visual, video evidence of beforehand. I'm going to vote for your president that's in place as a character, and I'm going to go and I'm going to vote and I'm going to show the vote. It's going to get rejected at first, obviously, because builders like rejecting things, and then it's going to go in. That I'm voting for Donald Trump, me and my son. However, he's going to lose initially. He's going to get wounded head.
So I'm going by
crazy
wounded head of losing political system, and then also he's going to get shot in the ear with a wounded head. So it's manifesting in both ways.
The wounded head is the political system, where it's going to look like Joe Biden is getting as president, and then after it's all done with, Trump gets back in because when it finally is taken to full Supreme Court, whether it gets rejected once or not, in the end, it'll come back that it was voter fraud. The truth will be shown, even though it was all set up from the gate anyway. Just to remind you of that, O King, that the whole thing was set up by you and your dream. And to interpret it, well, the interpretation is, it's all a show, a soap opera, scripted, written, pre-planned, many, many, many years in advance. And it's to get the division, the wheat from the tares. Get everybody that loves this to do that for this. And get Joe Biden in, but then also tie in the hemorrhage, coronavirus, head wound from Joe Biden 3 weeks after he's in and he gets shot. And then Kamala takes over for a few days. Now, O King, there's a part about times and a half.
So, Kamala seems to be rearing her head into the news, apparently. 2 days ago, Kamala Harris replacing Joe Biden. Reports show White House polling Harris. 2 days ago, from the future, which is July 13th, 2024.
I do want to bring you some news that is first being reported by the New York Times, and we are learning that the Biden campaign is quietly testing Kamala Harris versus Trump in some new polling there. So again, that is from the New York Times right now, where the Biden campaign is testing Kamala Harris versus Trump. This all coming out really on the heels of 2 weeks ago.
And the hemorrhage, coronavirus, head wound from Joe Biden 3 weeks after he's in when he gets shot. And then Kamala takes over for a few days. Now, okay.
So that's my theory back then, and then it just happens to be in the news.
Bad things, you know.
Almost 4 years
If you
later.
don't like the guy, leave him alone. If you like the guy, show support. Plain and simple.
Whether from the area or visiting.
September 10th, 2019.
Michael Bolton was
Almost 4 years later.
video a while back saying who shot Trump.
September 10th, 2019.
Michael Bolton was in the mix because I was saying that John Bolton, sorry. Because of that reason, I'm thinking
Trump,
Michael Bolton.
motive for attempted assassination.
This is his brother, the Monopoly guy, the guy.
I'm Whit Johnson in New York. We're following the major developments tonight after the shooting at a campaign rally for former President Donald Trump. This happened in Butler, Pennsylvania. On the right side of your screen right there, you're seeing the events play out in real time. It was a matter of seconds. The president described the incident on Truth Social a short time ago, saying that he was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of his right ear. And you can actually see in the video moments before he reached for his ear before he went down to the ground.
Looks like Trump's gonna get shot. I already said he's gonna get shot, according to the script. Looks like Trump's gonna get shot.
June 20th, 2019.
I already said he's gonna get shot. Script. Shot, according to the script.
I-476N, I-80W.
Looks like Trump's gonna get shot. I already said he's gonna get shot, according to the script. Looks like Trump's gonna get shot.
June 20th, 2019.
I already said he's gonna get shot, according to the script. It doesn't mesh with Trump, because he ain't happy, right?
July 3rd,
If he fires him,
2019.
yeah, they can possibly get him upset, and then they just lose their mind and just take a gun and shoot him. Right? And then just let you. Is that what it is? Trump gets shot in your left ear.
He was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of his right ear. And you can actually see in the video moments before he reached for his ear before he went down to the ground. He was then taken to a nearby hospital and is reported to be fine. The incident is being investigated now as a possible assassination attempt. Authorities say the shots were fired from a rooftop outside the venue from some 200 to 300 yards away. 8 rounds were fired from an AR-style rifle. The shooter was then neutralized, killed by the Secret Service. A second person, a bystander, is also dead, and we're told that 2 others were injured, and we're still awaiting more details on their conditions.
Shot Trump. And Michael Bolton was in the mix
because I was
The incident is being investigated now as a possible assassination attempt.
This is his brother, the Monopoly guy, the guy that looks.
Secretary Hesper, Secretary Pompeo, and Secretary Eastman. There's a very small group of
October
people-
27, 2019.
A leak could have caused the death of the proposal. Now, they're so good that I think nothing was going to stop them. They're so good, but we had them also.
So we're looking at.
Secretary Hesper, Secretary Pompeo.
Remember when Baghdad, ISIS leader, was killed?
There's a very small group of people that know this. We have very, very few people.
A lot of times things happen later on. That is attempt of assassination.
It was
4 years ago. So let's look and see who they blame: Epstein, ISIS, or somebody else. Well, Pence. Stay tuned.